What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? So, I bet you guys are a little bit surprised, huh? We're having a midweek, midday type of live, but this is really exciting. We're trying something new. So, for everybody that is tuning in, that is new, we are with OCA Greater Houston. We are we're a national organization, right, based out of DC, but the Houston chapter is here in Houston. We have our offices out in the Chinatown area. We're a volunteer-driven organization. We advocate for the community, and we do a lot of different programming in different areas from, education, arts, cultural, advocacy awareness. We also have legal clinics. And right now, we're doing a lot in order to push census and voter registration here in the Houston area. So thank you so much for joining us. I do want to let you know that if you're interested in joining OCA, you can always do so by going to OCA Houston. Oh, there we go. let's center this. OCAGreaterHouston.org to learn more and why you should become a member and how you can become a member. So, all right, now, like I said, we're trying something new. I know that every week we have our Thursday night cook-alongs, which a lot of you are, have tuned in with Oscar leading in the kitchen, teaching us new recipes. But this year, we started something new earlier in the year called the Asian Restaurant Weeks. And that was something really fun where we were able to feature different restaurants. Well, we're extending that. We are now doing something new. So in order to talk a little bit more about it and also to kind of show us a little bit more about it. Let me go in here and bring in our friends. What's up?
Hello, what's up, everyone? Welcome to our first drop-in at Shabu House. It's called the ARW drop-in video series featuring multiple restaurants that have supported us for Starry Night, for Big Bao. As you can see, we are in Bel Air right now. In Duong Plaza. So let's go to Shabu House.
Wait, so for anybody, if you missed it, that's Trish and Rhea.
Yes.
Behind the mask.
Sorry. So my name is Trisha Morales, and I'm part of this Arts and Storytelling Committee for OCA Greater Houston.
Hi everyone, my name is Rhea. I'm also part of the Arts and Storytelling Committee in Houston as well. So again, welcome to Shabu House.
Yes, we're at Shabu House, and let's kind of talk about their hours, when you could come and visit, what specialty dishes they have. We're going to introduce you to the co-owner. But first, this is the front of Shabu House.
All right, so it's open for dine-in, guys, okay? It's open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Closed on Tuesdays. Make sure you wear your mask, all right?
This is their, follow them here at Shabu House HTX. And before we begin our drop-in series, we kind of want to talk to you guys about voter registration. Rhea, so when is the last time to register to vote?
The last time to register to vote is the 5th, October 5th, guys, all right?
Yes, and then remember that the last day to fill out the census is September 30th. We'll go over the dates more later, but let's enter Shabu House. Let's meet the owner, and Maria, if you can show a video on the importance of the census, that would be amazing. Thank you.
All right, cool. Let's do this.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Has everyone filled out the census?
Yeah, of course.
Nah, it doesn't help my community.
What?
The census daily determines funding for services and infrastructure in our communities. That's fine.
Like what?
So we can go over the dates later.
Hi everyone. I'm at the hospital right now, and a reason why you should fill out the census is because a lot of the money will be invested in hospital and healthcare resources.
Hey guys, I'm at the park, and if you didn't know, filling out the census gets more funding for renovated parks and also creates safer playgrounds for children.
Now I'm in Rhodes, and your response for the 2020 census, which includes every person living in the U.S., may help decide when and where roads and bridges will be built in your community.
Hi everyone, now I'm at the school, and the 2020 census will actually also benefit the school systems and education in general because there will be more money for teachers to support their students fully.
Did you know it also affects the overall community? More than $65 billion in federal funding flows back to the states and local communities each year based on the census data.
Wow, so the census really is important.
Of course it is important, and that's why you need to tell your friends, your neighbors, and everyone you know to fill out the census so we can help our communities grow.
All right, so we are now inside of Shabu House. We're trying to be very respectful of, the space and the folks eating. But welcome. Oh,
Ooh,
wait,
what's
let's
up?
introduce you to the co-owner, Debbie Chen. So,
Hey, Debbie.
hi. So we're gonna go ahead and ask Debbie like several questions, and we want to just get to know more about Shabu House and just more of Debbie's story, right? So yes, Shabu House logo. So hi Debbie.
Hello.
Again, Debbie is a co-owner of Shabu House. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Tell us more about your restaurant.
So we're a hot pot place. Been here for over a decade, and our place is unique in that it's individual pots. So everybody gets their own pot, their own soup. They get to cook the food to the texture that they personally prefer. They don't have to share, and it's actually my favorite type of food, which is how I got into this.
And I heard that you have like a famous tagline for Shabu House.
Yes, this is the home of the happy kitchen.
The home of the happy kitchen, everyone. That's what Shabu House is about. The home of the happy kitchen.
I like that.
Community.
Yes, so
Supporting community and building community. You know, I've been involved in community service for many, many years in OCA Greater Houston. And I got into this with the idea that we're going to be a base to support OCA Greater Houston and support the API community, support community nonprofits. We want to be a role model for other restaurants in the Asian community to follow us, right? Give back. Everyone can make some money and support community at the same time.
amazing. You hear that, guys? Like, this is what Shabu House, this is what Debbie's doing for the community. Just a little bit more on the menu stuff. So, I know that we have like customers here, but what is this? What is this specialty dish? What is your favorite dish here at Shabu? What do you recommend for the folks that are wanting to order?
So, all of our soup is made from a pure bone broth, right? It's cooked for 12 plus hours. So it's a pure bone broth base. There's no MSG in it. It's all natural. We also make a natural Japanese dashi, which is vegetarian. We make a tomato soup fresh from the tomatoes every day. It's also vegetarian. And then our very popular, other than the tomato soup, is our spicy broth. So it's I can't even tell you all the spices in it because I don't know how there's so many in it. Plus with chili peppers.
It's a depth, guys.
It is, and a lot of people order that. Most people come here and they get combos, and that's the unique thing here, right? You can basically get a combo, and it has a little bit selection of everything. You get a veggie basket, you get half a pound of thinly sliced meat, either
We have a picture of that.
beef or chicken or pork or lamb, and then a lot of people like our spicy sauce, right? Like we make all of our sauces from scratch in-house. We make the best sesame sauce here. Nobody else makes it like that because everybody else just buys it, they just pour it out of a can. We make it ourselves from scratch. Our Shabu spicy, chili sauce is also, we make it from scratch. It's got a variety of, spices plus chili base. So it's unique. I mean, there's some people who come here and they just buy it by the jar.
Awesome. So,
That sounds so good. And I can actually say that I've had the food there and it is delicious, and that sesame sauce is the best.
Thank you. Yeah, we call it the Happy Kitchen because we put in a few things that we created for OCA for our Starry Night Festival, like our bulgogi kimchi fries. We have to-go boxes of bulgogi beef boxes, popcorn chicken boxes, and then our beef noodle soup. Our beef noodle soup is also like the best in town. It's takes us 8 hours to make it. It's made from scratch.
Wow.
We only make one pot a week. We can only make 16 bowls out of one pot because it just takes so long. But it really is the best, right? We don't skimp on any of the ingredients.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the Taiwanese beef noodle soup,
Beef noodle
guys.
soup.
That's also what's on the door as a specialty takeout item. So please order that. I personally had it. It's amazing. So much depth, so much so many flavors in it. So highly recommend it.
Did you want to kind of talk about your hours?
Right now, because of COVID, our hours are shortened, so we're open from 11 to 9. So from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We rest on Tuesdays, so we're open from Sunday through Monday, right? No, Monday.
Tuesdays are off. Right?
Tuesdays off.
You guys are closed on Tuesday. I know this. Sorry. Okay. So I guess another question, Debbie, is, at OCA we're all about storytelling and also highlighting the arts. And for me, food is an art, right? So I guess explain that process.
Food is an art, right? And hot pot is something that I grew up with as a child. It's my favorite, Chinese food, and it reminds me of my grandmother, right? Like I make my grandmother's, handmade pork meatballs here. You can't buy it anywhere in the city because they're handmade. Nobody else puts that kind of time into it. It's easier to buy it, ready-made, processed, frozen. We make it from scratch. It's my grandmother's recipe, and so it reminds me of her.
Thank you for sharing. Is there anything else that is made from scratch other than the sesame oil?
Our fish paste is really good. Our fish paste is also, it's like, it gives a different texture. You can buy fish balls, but then we make the fish paste ourselves, and so then you're able to basically scoop it off and make your own little fish balls, and it's just a different texture. Regular fish balls are really good too, right? We have several kinds. We've got the kind with roe inside and just regular fish balls, but then the fish paste, it's just a different texture. If you like fish, that's really good. And again, we're the only place that does it because it takes time to make that type of stuff. And so most places, if you're going to a hot pot buffet, you're basically eating bone broth that's just mixed with water and some bouillon cubes. It's they do those mixes. No one's going to take the kind of time to cook it as long because it's just not as. It's probably not the smartest thing business-wise. It's not as cost-effective, right? Because everybody is restaurants have low margins, but we just really care about the quality. I personally care about the quality because I have to eat this too, right? So I want it to be good.
In the process of opening up Shabu, did you use the census to determine whether to
We
open?
didn't,
No?
but because I'm such a believer in community, right? Shabu House has essentially been census, central for outreach for the AAPI community. So it's been a little messy because we've had boxes of census materials and voter registration cards all over the place. But what people don't realize is that if for every person who gets counted, it's $15,700, right? That's a car for some people, a cheap car, and that's money that we've already all paid in taxes. But if we don't fill out that form and get counted, then we're basically giving away our share of the money to some other neighborhood. And then what people don't realize is that the government and businesses, right, they look at the census data to determine, where are they going to put stores? Where are they going to open that next McDonald's or put that gas station in? Because they're like, hey, what's the neighborhood look like? What are the numbers of that neighborhood? That's how they determine where to put businesses. And then the government looks at that and they determine, what kind of resources to bring down.
Especially hurricane relief too.
Exactly, right? Especially emergency relief. Right? When we're talking about, we're living in the middle of COVID right now. Well, how do they determine, how many materials to send down? How do they determine how many guards or emergency personnel to send, or for our community translators, right? If there were a hurricane, how does FEMA determine how many translators to send in? They base it on the census numbers. So if you are undercounted, then they're going to send less resources down, less people to come and help us.
Absolutely. Thank you. See, everyone, like co-owner of Shabu House and obviously a really big figure and leader in the community. So that is. Sorry,
Please, yes, please fill out the census, everyone.
Yes. The deadline's been moved up to September 30th.
Yes.
So you can just call them, or you can go online to the website. It's very short. It's like 10 minutes. It's 10 questions. Very easy.
Yes.
So it's all confidential. It doesn't get shared anywhere. They're just looking at the general numbers.
And they're not allowed to share that.
Yeah, legally, the Census Bureau cannot share it with any other government agency. They can't even share it to any other agency in the government, in the federal government, right?
If not, they're fined.
Yeah, like huge fines.
Is there anything else you want to share with anyone as far as Shabu House goes? Like if anyone stops by, yeah, is there anything else you wanted to share about that?
I would say for Shabu House and just on behalf of my fellow restaurant owners and especially the people who work in restaurants, okay, please don't think that tipping isn't important, because most restaurant workers really depend on tips, right? And so it's not okay to not tip well, because people rely on that.
As far as like protection or the precautions that Shabu House is taking, as you can see, they have like
I really think we are probably the safest restaurant in the entire Chinatown area right now.
I agree.
Okay, because these are antimicrobial shower curtains. They're not just regular shower curtains. They're antimicrobial shower curtains. And then we installed the germicidal UV lights, the kind that they use in hospitals, into our HVAC system, so it's cleaning the air.
Yes.
Wow.
We've got filters going on.
Yes, and
we're here, every day, all day. I want my team here to feel safe. Right. I want everybody coming here to eat to feel safe. And the funny thing about this is it actually changes the lighting. I think it makes each booth into like an intimate space.
It really does. Like
I can't really hear everybody's conversation either.
Right. So this is Shabu House, and this is Debbie one more time. Does she have anything else to add or anything else to say, Debbie?
Nope, just thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thank you for joining us today.
Please, everybody fill out the census, register to vote.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the time to do that. And thank you to Debbie and Shabu House for, also being a location that's, doing so much work with getting the word out, because that's so important. And, I think it's really cool. You can go have lunch, have dinner, and then also come out with great information that is helpful, that helps your community. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey.
Amazing,
We are here at Shabu. Amazing partner here. Amazing team member.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our first Asian Restaurant Week's drop-in video series. Next week we'll be featuring TJ Filipino. So please join us again. We don't have a exact date yet, but it will happen next week. So thank you for joining us. And as mentioned, please fill out the census by September 30th. And election day is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020.
Last day to register to vote is October 5th. Okay? You can go to our website. You can actually go to the OCA Houston website and you can register to vote. Fill out the form there, and we will mail you your voter registration form filled out, postage paid. Send it in and get yourself registered.
Yes. Okay. Please. Yes. Please, guys. Please fill out the census and also vote on November 3rd. Maria, I'm gonna pass it on to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No. Thank you. And this is the cool thing about the drop-ins, that we're gonna be randomly doing them around like the Chinatown, Asiatown, well, actually all over Houston. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. And all right, thank y'all.
Have a great Wednesday.
Have a fun Wednesday. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for for joining us for this something new, right? We gotta constantly be doing new things. And as Debbie said, we do have a page where you can go and get information about voter registration. So right now is such an important time to make sure that you're filling out your census, filling out your voter registration, and also not only for yourself, but also reminding everybody that's in your network. So please spread the word. These are really important things for our community, and we just want to make sure that that you're helping us, continue to spread the word for the improvements here in the greater Houston area and all over the US. So, all right. Thank you for tuning in and learning a little bit more about Shabu House. I'm going to drop the information here for Shabu. So make sure that go check them out. And we will be seeing you soon. And remember, every Thursday, we also have our happy hour. So this Thursday, 7 p.m., we have our happy hour cook-alongs here on YouTube and Facebook. So make sure that you join us. And actually, Oscar just sent me the recipe, so we'll be posting it very soon. All right, you guys take care. We'll see you soon.